Welcome to our Devos. We started yesterday with the idea of woe, woe, woe. We're talking about how Jesus was strong. And there's a strong sense that he preaches against, strong ideology from the Pharisees and the scribes. And you see Jesus condemning this ideology, the way that they behaved. And one of the things that Jesus condemns that we want to be aware of, this is because we want to become more like Jesus, we want to be aware of the things that irritated him. And this certainly irritated him, and here it was. Superstitious binding oaths. Now, we've all said this before in one way, shape, or form. Like, you go to someone, and you're having a conversation, and they're like, I can't believe that happened. And they go, swear to God. For sure, I swear to God. I mean, right hand up to God. God is my witness. And we say that, I'm making a commitment. Or we say, I promise to God I'm going to do this. And we kind of say that. Now, this is a vernacular in our language. But believe it or not, this is something that Jesus had a problem with back then in the way that the Pharisees were using it and the religious leaders. What they would do is they would talk about how, okay, you swear by the temple. Well, do you swear by the grain in the temple? Do you swear by the gold in the temple? And what they would do is they would try to elevate the value of what they said based on some sort of like a binding oath. Well, Jesus condemns this. He says, woe to you in verse 16 of Matthew 23, you blind guides who say, if anyone swears by the temple, it is nothing. But if anyone swears by the gold of the temple, he is bound by his oath. So they would elevate their level of oath binding by the value, okay? Kind of complicated, but follow why it's important. In verse 22, he says, whoever swears by heaven swears by the throne of God and by him who sits upon it. So Jesus elevates it ultimately, and what he essentially is saying here is whatever you say, God sees it all. You are speaking. So let's level it. When you talk, it should be the truth. You shouldn't have to sit there and go, well, everything I said up to this point might be a lie, but I swear this is true. This is true. No. It says in James that what you say, your yes should be your yes. There should be none of this, I swear by anything. You should be the kind of person that if people see you speaking, they know that you're speaking truth. There shouldn't be at all any kind of a doubt that you are being honest. Now, does that mean sometimes we doubt what we say and we're not sure what we say? Yeah, sure. You might lack in confidence. But we should be the kind of people that when we speak, we don't have to go through any of these things to show that we're sincere. We have to elevate this. The Pharisees were always concerned about having the upper hand. In reality, we should be people that are so pure of heart that when we're talking, you know that it's sincere. You know that the oath that we're making, we are making it as if God himself is watching and listening, because he is. The reason why we lie, the reason why we deceive, the reason why we are fearful of being honest is because we are denying the very omnipresence of the living God. And we act as if he doesn't hear this, when in reality, he does. So, whatever you say, let it be the truth. Whatever you do, let it be in honesty, because Jesus is a strong God. And in his strength, he was honest. And if we are going to be like him, we must be honest as well.